Welcome to Small Business University Online, powered by Small Business Expo, America's largest business trade show and conference for small business owners. Please be sure to check out our complete webinar schedule and all on-demand recordings from previous webinars on smallbusinessuniversity.online. All of our webinars are full of incredible information to help you grow your business. This webinar is being recorded and will be made available within 24 hours on smallbusinessuniversity.online. In order to ensure optimal sound and video quality during this presentation, please make sure you are logged in using the latest version of Google Chrome. If you encounter any technical issues during the webinar, we suggest that you log out and log back in to reset your system. And now, I'm very excited to introduce today's webinar. Please take it away.
Hello, Happy New Year to all of you for this webinar. Let me start sharing the screen and give me a minute. Thank you for participating. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about unlocking the potential of GenAI for small business growth, right? And I'm going to take you of some of the overview of what we're going to look at today on generative AI. So we'll take some of the business challenges, current business challenges specifically for small businesses, and overview of GenAI. What is AI and generative AI? And some of the key 7 use cases I'm going to walk you through to understand how these 7 use cases can help you fit into your small business growth and your need. And other point is like implementation realities. Like, can I implement? How expensive is it? Can small business afford AI or Gen AI to automate? And what is the reality and what are the possibilities? Right, we will take it and then close with that. So when you take the small business challenges, right, I think a lot of these you see on a day-to-day basis. Market competition, right? Like, how a small business can compete with the larger corporations, and a small local bakery can compete with a bigger chains whom they have all kind of automation and softwares, tools and technologies and resources. How are we going to compete with that? Scaling business is another big challenge, right? For example, you have an online e-commerce store, right? Like, all of a sudden, you got a lot of customers. You don't have enough resource to support them, or update customer inquiries or order tracking, right? How do you scale all of a sudden? The other point is customer retention, right? And getting a customer is easy, but retaining customer is 3x complex, right? And specifically with this generation customers, they need everything right there in their thumb, in their phones, right? Keeping customer happy, retaining customer is another big challenge where you have funding and resource strained small businesses. A technology change, you see, whatever is the latest today is no more tomorrow, right? It's fast paced change in technology. How am I going to run and keep my business in this technologically evolving market, right? Customer expectations, retaining an expectation is also very important. They need all the information right in their fingerprint without even talking, calling, waiting in the line, right? The expectations are high. How are we going to meet those expectations? Competition, global competition, a lot of new companies, new businesses coming and going to disrupt your business. How are you going to stay competitive in the business? Technology disruption is coming, how AI is going to help you or how you're going to sustain there. The shifting market dynamics, right? Like, competition, pricing, demand, trend, a lot of things are changing. How are you going to be up to date with the trend and keep up your business and grow your business, right? So these are the key business challenges we see on a day-to-day basis. How the Gen AI, generative AI, in terms of AI, is going to help you overcome some of those challenges. So we see what is AI. In simple terms, so AI is a technology, right, that enables machines or software to think, learn, and perform human-like tasks, right? What it means for small business owners, it means like, how do I automate tasks, save time, or improve efficiency? How can I have a chat bot to answer customer questions, right? How do I know the sales trends? How do I create the content, powerful marketing and sales content automatically? Can the Gen AI can do? How can I create images, texts, videos, right? So that is where what the Gen AI can do. And if you look at deeper, right, artificial intelligence is a technology, like machine learning is a model, how you're going to train machine to learn human-like tasks, human-like thinking, right? So machine learning is a one of the model, part of the subset of artificial intelligence. So neural network is another subset which is going to behave like a human brain using neurons, how the brain is wired. So deep learning. And Gen AI is a subset of the AI, which is going to create a text, video, audio, images, and perform some tasks for you, right? And if you say types of Gen AI, it can do predictive or NLP, computer vision, different types of Gen AI available. And the benefits, we're going to look at all of those slides in the 7 use cases, which I'm going to take it next. We're going to see all the benefits, how Gen AI is going to help you. And if you see how Gen AI works, so it's all about data, right? The key ingredient for any AI is data. Do you have the data? And do you have the right data with you, right? And so GenAI uses a machine learning algorithm to analyze volume of data, identify, understand, learn, and we can use it to get insights. You can use it to answer questions. You can use it to generate video, images, content for your marketing, your sales, right? So that's how the GenAI works. The key steps involved: collect the data, pre-process the data, train your model, and test your model to perform whatever you want it to do. The key, again, as I said, the key ingredient is data, right? And in other words, you can think about it's like a baby, right? An AI is like, it's how you, what you feed, how you train, it will do exactly what you're saying. So what kind of input you're going to provide and what kind of instructions you're going to give. So the AI will give you the output accurately based on your input and instructions. And most of the Gen AI models are giving really 80 to 90% accurate results based on your input and instructions. So the benefits, in key benefits, I'll tell you, right? Like, see, the efficiency, productivity. It can do a lot of repetitive tasks. It can be available 24/7 for your customers to answer from basic to complex questions, right? It's going to provide you with your data. It's going to provide you your decision making. It's going to provide you the insights that enables. It's going to provide you insights where you are making mistakes, where you are lagging, who's your best customer, what is your target potential customers, right? And who is your competitors, how you can beat them. So it can, based on your data, it can provide you enhanced decision making data insights. And with the improved efficiency, productivity, and insights, you can sustain, you can grow your businesses and revenue growth. How it can help in the business operations, we can look at like how it's going to help. Again, routine tasks you can automate, right? For example, right, like, I'm getting the data from your email, right? It can understand and respond to your customers, right? It can understand and generate content for you. And also from there, you can also automate tasks to enter into CRM systems and email automation from CRM systems and understanding, identifying new revenue opportunities from your past and current data, right? It can improve. So now we are going to see the 7 leading use cases, what we have put together, right? Like how, where and all it's going to help. So improve the customer experience with self-service virtual agent. So in this webinar, we are mainly going to talk about generative AI. The generative AI it generates content. It generates content in terms of text, video, audio, right, models, and also it can perform tasks based on the content generated. So improving customer experience using virtual agents, right? That's one of the use cases. And then contact center operations, how it can help you increase the productivity at least 3x with AI powered knowledge base for your contact center operations. Employee productivity and creativity, making your employee much more efficient. It increases the employee satisfaction and creativity. And content creation, right? You can create content, marketing and sales content creation, new product ideas, improving the existing product features, right? Understanding what is happening in the market, what your product can or cannot do, how can you improve your product or services in that case. And data extraction analysis, converting from paper-based to digitize everything, how AI, the computer vision can help you convert and also find insights from your content, your whatever the data, IP or data you have about your product or services. So let's go through one by one and how it can help. So customer experience, right? Like it could be about your product or service. Customer wants to know the answer. Like even if you see these days, not about small business, even bigger businesses, they don't have proper customer support. You take any banks, you have to go through so much, and but you can have a self-service conversational chatbot which is available for your customers, and it can answer as good as or better than your agent, your real employee, because you can feed very powerful knowledge with that, right? As a human can takes only so much, but the AI can takes a lot of data and understand and learn and answer your customers. The best part is it's available 24 by 7, right? You can do this conversational chatbots. You can do from basic question and answering. Okay, hey, is the shop open on Sunday after 4 p.m.? To when are you going to ship my orders? Is that my order is shipped? Okay, if it is not shipped, please cancel my order, right? From a chatbot to an agent, we can build the application. And from voice to text, right? You can obviously convert from language to language conversion, voice to text conversion. You can do with the customer service with the chatbots. So that increases the satisfaction. Definitely, it will reduce the cost, operational cost, where you have an agent available 24 by 7 to help and support your customers, right? So contact center is one of the real important use case. A lot of one or other way you need to talk to your customer, support your customers, right? And it is not low cost; it's expense to hire multiple people, or having them in multiple shifts, right? How AI can and intelligent chatbots can help is increase your agent, your employees' productivity to 3x, right? By providing a real-time data. For example, you have a call center, you have an employee, you have a customer to support, you have employees to support your customers, right? So we can build a real-time contact center intelligent chatbot. It can, on the phone, your customer is asking about a question about their order or their service. So this AI chatbot in the screen can kind of give you the answers while you're on the call, right? Oh, here is what the customer is asking, here is an answer, right? Rather than your employee going and looking in different database and finding an answer, the AI can give you answer within the seconds before even the customer completing the conversation. It can give you an answer, so you can increase the productivity from 3x. So your employees, instead of taking 100 calls, they can take 300 calls, because you kind of close, you can give the answers as soon as possible, right? Automate email and ticket management based on the conversation. It can even create the tickets. We can automate, we can have an agent who, based on this and based on the conversation from your agent, the agent might say that, okay, I will create a ticket and then assign it to you. So with that conversation, the agent can create the ticket and send it. You don't have to go and somebody creating it based on the conversation, based on the need, right? And speech to text, text to speech is there. And then sentimental analysis, like the real-time sentimental analysis. Say your customer is unhappy in the call, right? Your agent is not able to handle it. You can automate in such a way that if customer is really not happy, include the manager in the call. So that can happen real time, right? So you can build a really powerful contact center operations. And again, it used to cost a lot, but with the evolution in AI, it costs pay as you go, right? That is where small business can afford to build such a powerful contact center, just like Amazon.com. You can build such a powerful contact center just like Amazon.com, even better than that. Or like big corporations, Fortune 100, 500 companies, you can build it. That's very easy to do, which possible, right? I build an AI power knowledge base. The knowledge is your data is all, right. As I said, like what you feed, what you instruct is how it's going to work, right? If you don't have proper data, if you don't have a knowledge base, then it is going to be hard to get the output as good as you expect. Implementing these AI in the contact center is going to reduce call wait times. Like I know even nowadays, if I call a bank, I had to wait few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Because the agent, whatever is there, he's going and looking at the documents. Okay, what to answer? Okay, he's searching. But an AI can do it within the second. That's going to reduce the wait times. Increase agents are going to be supermans in the call because they can just answer right there, right? So it's going to increase agent satisfaction and productivity, and it will lower the cost. And it's a win-win for everybody. The cost is less, your employee is happy, your customer is happy, right? So how you can leverage AI to get this a win-win, right? So boosting employee productivity is so another challenge, because you have to equip your employee with all the power they can. With AI, that's very much possible, right? You can have an AI powered enterprise assistant, all about your company, all about the HR, your company policies, in terms of technical knowledge base, what it is done. So everything, you can build an enterprise based assistant to answer your employees. Employee doesn't have to call anybody, ask anything. All everything can be automated here. And the content generation for sales and marketing, you know, even on the content generation part, right? Even if you reduce 50% of the time in typing, it's going to save you a lot of time and productivity. Just forget about the content, forget about the idea. Whatever you're saying, it can type, and it can save at least 50% of the time, right? You can just review and change and get it, right? And the content generation is really powerful, much more powerful than what we can do, right? And finding insights and trends, right? Definitely, no human can go through past 10 years of your sales data, your marketing data, or what is happening in the industry, and identifying that something similar is going to happen next 6 months. Here is how you have to market your sales, right? That's impossible, right? You have a lot of big corporations are doing it, and that is how they are growing. How small business can leverage AI to compete with the big businesses, compete with corporations to increase and grow. And you can get those insights and trends. It's going to improve the productivity, employee creativity, right? Efficiency and cost reduction, right? In different ways, you can help your employees. Even just getting a chat GPT professional license is going to save their time. It's going to make them productive. It's a very, very powerful. You can give 10 spreadsheets and ask them to do these three things. It can do in no time, right? And imagine that you have to do it manually. It might take half a day of your time, and that can be done in 30 seconds, and maybe another 300 seconds to correct it. You're done within 5 minutes, right? So that powerful it is, and it is not expensive, as you see. The content creation is a very powerful, right? Everybody's, I know most of you are all using chat GPT or whatever the way to create content, right? It's just not only content creation and automating the process, right? Like, for example, internal meeting approval process, right? um, the marketing and sales tasks, repetitive tasks for campaigns, right? Your AI agent, where you train is, and then say, based on, here is, I'm running the campaign, you run a similar campaign next month based on the outcome, right? It understands and it knows what is outcome of the campaign one, and how do I do it. Maybe tweak the campaign and run the campaign for next month, right? There are tools, either you can build, you can look at in the market, not very expensive tool to create a powerful marketing campaigns. um, it helps. So the sales and marketing content generation is very important. You can create video, or with just provide the content, it can create a video, and an agentic conversation marketing content, it can provide, right? So customer communications can be much more powerful, automated, and a lot of basic customer relationship management, CRM tools, data entry to report generation, you can automate, right? um, Insights and efficiency, sales forecasting is another thing. As I said, like, you can find out your past 10 years sales data and marketing data and market data. With that, you'll be able to forecast something similar is happening, something, right? So creative ideas. So another thing is the new product development. It could be a new product or a service. You might be selling a service, you might be selling a product, but a lot of repetitive automations can be done because AI is having past, say, a century of data and knowledge. It knows what happened 20 years back on a similar product line. What worked, what didn't work, and what is working now and what's going to happen. Either you're going to create a new product, or you're going to enhance your existing product, or you're going to get something out of it. The AI can help. Again, in this case, right, you can feed all your data of what you have done on the product. It can help you based on the current market, how you can improve your existing product or create new product with that. Even design, I don't know if any of you work in 3D CAD design, it can reduce a lot of time by building CAD designs, of online based on the picture or video of a room, right? Basic basic tasks can be done, right? You can review it and you can enhance it, but for example, like 30 to 50% of basic things can be done by AI. That's a lot of time saving, right? Um, so the second, the seventh, the case study, the use case is, automate a document extraction, right? The extraction, and one of the use case in the healthcare prescription, even now, I think a lot of hospitals or practices are using paper and pen based, in any business, right? Whatever you're using, it can be extracted for analysis. And even like the doctor signatures, which is very complicated to read, the AI can extract the content properly with the right context, right? Access and search with AI, timely access to the documentation, finding the insights, document corrections can be done based on the input and what you feed. A document search and retrieval is can be done in AI. So digitizing your business from paper based to digitized, you can it can be done from all kinds of document, can be extracted and formatted and structured through AI, right? So I just wanted to see, right, like how do you start your AI journey? What AI is going to help. Overall, we have seen different things in the seven use cases, right? How AI is going to help. The revenue, every business revenue is number one, right? How do I increase revenue? For revenue, customer satisfaction, right? Like your marketing has to be powerful. And once you get customer, how are you going to keep your customer happy? Right? How AI is going to increase your revenue with the proper marketing and sales, how it can help your customers retain and increase your customer base, right? The two things, right? And it's very important to have data. So without data, nobody can help, right? Even AI cannot help, right? So I would say that first thing is to kind of digitize your operations. Whatever you are doing, digitize it. Even if you're in some paper, move it to an Excel sheet, or whatever, however way you want to digitize it. Having the data and having the right data is going to help you 3x to 10x in terms of whatever the operations you're doing, whatever the activity you're doing, it's going to help, right? Sales forecasting, self-service customer intelligence to your contact centers, insights, marketing content, new product ideas, and enhancing existing products, document extraction analysis, employees productivity and creativity. It can help you in a lot of ways, AI. But you can prioritize, where do I start, right? If you're not digital, I would say become digital. Start getting everything. And if you start collecting the data, then AI can understand all of the data in seconds and minutes, and understand what you're doing, what you can do, right? And the current market data, it understands a lot of the paid AIs are much more relevant, recent, right? Like the older, the free ones are like probably a year, 2 year old, but the paid ones are relevant. So it understands what's happening now, right? It can help you there. So I would say start with the data and prioritize, what is your most, where is your pain point. Your pain point is sales or marketing or customer retention, and what is your pain point in terms of revenue. So focus on that. At least start implementing the minimum viable product, the MVP, or proof of concept, to see how it's going to improve your business and grow. So a lot of time, right, like people say, what, small business, can I afford? What are the challenges implementing Gen AI, right? Is it only for corporations and big corporations, right? I know a lot of even big companies, they're trying in AI. They're trying to, most of them are in a lot of POCs, proof of concept states, but a lot of them started using it and reducing time, right? So the challenge is implementing, apart from the cost, right? We don't know. I don't have the infrastructure. I don't have to, if you have to buy, if you have to train your data into AI, do I need to buy NVIDIA chip servers of $200,000 to start training my AI model? No, you don't have to invest $200,000 to buy an AI server. You can spend $2-3 in AWS to try and test it, right? Anywhere between like $2 to $100, you can test your data you can train and understand. You don't need to, right? That is how the cloud is easy. And in Google, right, it is giving thousands of dollars in free credits to try out, right? Do I have this talent? Like, one is infrastructure, right? And I will come to the data later, right? Infrastructure. Do I have enough infrastructure to get into AI? And do I have enough skilled resources to work on it, right? I'll tell you, right? AI is becoming a low code, no code solution, which means everything is done already. You just call it and it will do it, right? So you don't need really a lot of skilled, talented scientists to do whatever the 7 use cases what we're trying to do. You don't need that anymore because AI is available, it's done already. You just need to plug and play and try out which is working for you, which is not working for you, right? And the only thing is, do you have a data? That's the biggest challenge, I would say, for small businesses. The infrastructure, the skills are there already. And if you have the data, definitely you can try it out, right? And some of the factors affecting the feasibility of AI, as I said, like, the size of the data complexity and cost, and see how we can, and as we are an AWS partner, and how we can make this as a reality for small businesses, right? For example, we are an AWS partner. Amazon Web Services wants to help small businesses to start trying AI, right? So they provide anywhere between $1,000 to $100,000 in AWS credits to try AI for your business, right? So this funding covers somewhere, at least this is only on the AWS services. Anything you use in AWS has like 200 to 300 services available, and like 40 to 50 of them are AI related services. You can use any of those services on this credit. So we are an advanced partner with AWS. We can help you try the proof of concept with you, with AWS, to see that how can we enable you into AI, how it's going to help your small businesses and grow with that. Right. Again, as I said, like it's a lot of them are complexity of GenAI, the data, resources, of infrastructure and skills is what. And that's where we can help you. And as I said, it is not like how you used to think that I need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to implement AI and automate. It become a kind of a low code solution, and anybody can implement and try out in AWS. Even yourselves can go and apply and create an AWS account and start trying. A lot of their services give 1 year for free. You can try, but if you need help, we can help you. And what we offer, we are 150 plus team across the globe, and we help small businesses to build from website to marketing to chatbot agents, automation and migration into cloud. That's what we help our small businesses. And here's the partnership certifications from AWS. And we kind of help small businesses and startups with 100 free hours, and where zero billing in the sense we work for you with AWS to get the credits into your account so that you don't need to pay any bills. But we kind of invest 100 hours to help you and see how you can make the AI as a reality. So please, if you have anything, and you can, and here is how we all the technology stack we work, and here is we are based out of um, 4 countries. And if you have any questions, I can be there to answer any questions you have in this. That's all. Thank you. That's here. Can take it. So if any questions, please, put it in the chat. I can answer. Yeah, any questions? We will. I'll wait and if you can put it in the chat. I see a question. Automation. See, Zapier will not understand because automation, a simple automation, is one thing that you for like Zapier like integrations, you can tell one task to do. But what AI is needed is to understand and react based on right. So the AI agent and agent workflows. If customer is asking this question, so you need an AI to understand and call the right API to make that decision can be done dynamically, human-like decisions, right? Say, for example, somebody is ordering and hey, I wanted to cancel my order if it is not shipped by 3 days. Then, if you know that where it is prepared for shipped the goods in 3 days, then you can have a different API call. The AI understands, oh, the customer wants to cancel if it is not shipped by 3 days, right? That Zapier kind of things would not understand. So you need to have an intelligence to automate the tasks. If you want to have blindly that, okay, go and take all the emails and send it, that's a blind automation. If you wanted to ask your AI agent to get all the emails and send it only for the people who replied or whatever, right? Like who are conversational. So that is the AI automation. So I'm starting. So when do you see customer service positioning going in the next 5 to 10 years? That's an interesting question. And in 5 to 10 years, I see that in my perspective, and 80% of the customer service will be handled by AI, right? And there are still human touch, like maybe not 80%, maybe 80% is 60 to 70% will be done. But AI will augment the agents with much more power and efficiency. So you would not need, for example, I don't need 100 support agents where they do 3x to 5x more powerful. So you're reducing the time, you're increasing the productivity. So you're reducing number of humans to do those manual tasks. AI used for, yes, AI can be used for financial projections. Again, if you have the data, it can a lot of financial. Like we work for Nasdaq for their predictions, their projections. We help them with the data and AI. So we are building a lot of data first, and then to predict. So I'm starting an print on demand clothing business. How should I start using AI? This is a very good, right? Like, so print on demand, you can generate images. Imagine that, like, for different trends, right? You want to say that, what, for this AI print demand, right? What you can do, an agent to understand, go and find me the Google trends for the last 10 days. And based on the trend, generate different images for your print demand. That's a powerful agent which is going to work for you and understand what is trending in Google or what's trending in Twitter or Instagram, wherever it is, and then ask that create an image for t-shirt printing, right? So it can do, that's the power of AI, right? It can do that for businesses. Yeah, I see. And AI, can I see any other questions? Let's see if you're So if you are an entrepreneur, solo business, will you help the getting started with using AI? So definitely, either you have a business, you don't have a business, you're planning to start a business, we can help you from the idea generation, working with AWS to get started, start using AI for sales and marketing content or however you want to do, because we wanted to feed and give the references. As I said, right, like your data, your IP, and we kind of give the instructions. Okay, you know what? Here is my product and service ideas, and here is I am looking for some references, like maybe some big brands are like how they are marketing. you can give some references. It can start generating content similar to those references with your product ideas and services, and we can help you with that kind of automation tasks for your business. So with the 100 hours of free, we can do that. Like a lot of them, if you don't have an AWS account, we need to make sure that we set up the AWS account, we secure your AWS account, we make sure that you don't run your services and overbuild. A lot of times, in AI, in days you'll start seeing the bills. If you don't manage it, you'll start seeing bills in hundreds and thousands of dollars. So we need to manage it, make sure that what you're using and what you're not using, how it's being built. So we help build that infrastructure to protect the cost and security, and that will take some of our hours, but we can definitely help you some small POCs within that 100 hours what we are going to help with small businesses. So AWS exclusively we can give. Okay, so that we can do it. Have used AWS for finance. Anything else? Did I miss it? So we can, we have my email, and you can also email One Data info at One Data Software Solutions. I can type in my email here, and you can also send email to info at One Data. So you can email us, and I think Humberto is there. So you can email, and we can definitely get back to you. And I think with the data insights, we can also reach out to you, see how we can help you get started, right? You don't have to do everything. As I said, your top priority, top pain point, and see how you can reduce and how we can leverage the AI to compete with bigger companies, bigger corporations. Yeah, for on-demand apparel, we can definitely help you there, and we will note down that. As I said, what we can do is get the trend and create images for printing. That's going to be useful. And any other question? Did I miss any other questions here? Let me see. So you can book the meeting also, please. You see here is the one. You can book the meetings with us. I just sent you that. Okay, if I do not miss anything, then I can. Yeah, if no other questions, I think I'm good here. Leila.
Thank you so much for that informative presentation. We really enjoyed it. As a reminder, this webinar was recorded and will be available on demand within 24 hours on smallbusinessuniversity.online. Please remember to frequently check out our webinar schedule on smallbusinessuniversity.online for other great weekly business building webinars. Thank you all for joining us, and have a great rest of your day.